In example 5, we're going to use a last resort, which is P over Q, and then synthetic division. So there's 4 terms, and it might look like you can factor by grouping, but you cannot on this one. Obviously, you can't use the quadratic formula because it's not quadratic. You can't complete the square because it's not quadratic, and it's not factorable. So last resort, let's use P over Q in synthetic division. Okay, so P over Q, I'm just going to do that real quick. P over Q. P over Q. P is plus or minus 2, and Q is plus or minus 1. So your options would be, the total possibles are plus or minus, the factors of it would be plus or minus 1. On the top, plus or minus 1, and plus or minus 2. On the bottom, plus or minus 1. So what are your options? Plus or minus 1 and plus or minus 2. Now I worked ahead and I found out one of the factors is actually 1. Remember how you know something is a factor? You get a remainder of 0. So I did figure out already that 1 is one of my zeros. So I'm going to box off 1 and I'm going to show you that it is one of my zeros. My coefficients are 1, -3, 4, and -2. Using synthetic division, so remainder bar, bring down the 1. 1 times 1 is 1, add those up is -2. 1 times -2 is -2, add those up is 2. 1 times 2 is 2, and you can see that I get a remainder of 0, so 1 is definitely one of my factors. All right, so, or excuse me, one of my zeros, all right, which makes x minus 1 is one of my factors. So I'm actually going to jump to that right now. One of my zeros is definitely 1. I can put it also down here. And my factor will be x minus 1, so I'm already done with that one. Now that I have that, I have the coefficients, 1, -2, and 2, and I'll drop the exponent down 1. You guys know that already, that you drop the exponent down 1 and then use these numbers as your new coefficients. So that would be x squared minus 2x, so x squared minus 2x plus 2. And now what am I going to do with that? If I could factor it, I'll factor it. But guess what? That actually is not factorable. It actually looks like it's factorable, but it's not. So I'm just going to complete the square now. Now I can complete the square. I'll kick the constant out the kitchen. X minus 2x. Put that 2 way over here. Take the -2, divide by 2. Square that. That'll be -1 squared is a positive 1. Counterbalance with a minus 1. That factors into x minus 1 squared. -1 plus 2 is a plus 1. Set that equal to 0. And now I will solve to get the other zeros. All right, so let's go ahead and solve that by subtracting 1 from both sides. Subtract 1 from both sides. Have x minus 1 squared equals -1. Take the square root plus or minus of both sides. I end up with x minus 1 equals, that's actually the square root of -1. So square root here, square root there, plus or minus. I end up with x minus 1 plus or minus the square root of -1, which is actually I. And now if I add 1 to both sides, I get x equals, add 1, I get x equals 1 plus or minus, x equals 1 plus or minus I. So there's my other zeros. So now I have, my other zeros are 1 plus I and 1 minus I. Is there any multiplicity? So I'm going to go up here and actually do this real quick. 1 plus I and 1 minus I. Was there any multiplicity? Any of these? No. No and no. Why not? Because there's only one of each one. There's only one of those, and one of those. All right? Great. And now we can finish putting the completely factored form. Already put the x minus 1 here, and then 1 minus, use a parenthesis, 1 plus I. And one more, running out of room here, 1 minus, move all this out of the way. Room here, 1 minus, a 1 minus I, in parentheses. They're the linear factors of this function.